Hi friends, this is CA Harsha Buddala. So on 17th July 2023, the GST department had issued a circular number 194. So if you observe the subject of the subject of the circular is clarification on TCS liability under section 52 of the CGST Act 2017 in case of multiple e-commerce operator in one transaction. So before discussing about this subject, quickly we will discuss now the TCS applicability or the TCS liability. What section 52 of the CGST Act is telling, that we will try to discuss it in a very brief manner. Say let us take an example that I want to purchase a mobile phone. Now usually nowadays everything we will try to purchase through an electronic commerce operator only, e-commerce transaction only it will be. So immediately I will open the Amazon and I will search for the mobile, and I will select the mobile which I suits my need, and I will purchase that mobile phone. So now in this transaction, first what will happen? Buyer is there, seller is there, and electronic commerce operator is there. Now when buyer buys the product, whenever buyer buys the product, say let us assume the value of the good is 10,000. 10,000 will go from buyer to electronic commerce operator. Now electronic commerce operator, what he will do? Electronic commerce operator will deduct or will retain his commission. Say let us assume 1,000 rupees is commission. On that commission also GST will be applicable, but I don't want to make it more complicated and all. I'm putting it on a very simple note. So let us assume 1,000 he had retained as a commission. Now that remaining 9,000 he has to pay it to the seller, or he has to transfer it to the seller. Now whenever that 9,000 he is transferring it to the seller, what section 52 is telling, that section 52 is asking the electronic commerce operator to deduct TCS under section 52. Now after deducting the TCS amount, the so deducting or collecting TCS, now whatever the term you can think. So after deducting or collecting that tax amount, the remaining amount only the electronic commerce operator should have to give it to the seller. Now up to here, I hope it is clear. Now what that electronic commerce operator will do? That electronic commerce operator will file. Usually we all know that electronic commerce operator will file a return called GSTR 8. Now that electronic commerce operator will file a GST return, that is GSTR 8. Now what the seller by that the duty of the electronic commerce operator will end. Now what the seller should have to do? Seller is also a GST registered person. Seller will log into his GST portal, and there he will accept that there he will see the TDS and TCS credit received. There he will go and there he will check the transaction, and there he will accept the transactions. After he accepting, what will happen? That TCS amount will be reflected in the electronic cash ledger of the seller. So up to here, I hope everything is clear. Why? Because we all know this. And the circular is also not about this. This circular, if you observe this transaction, the transaction which I have given as an example, in this transaction, only what are the parties involved? Seller is there, buyer is there, and one electronic commerce operator is there. Only one electronic commerce operator is there, that is Amazon. Now if you read the subject of this circular, what the subject is telling, so clarification on TCS liability under section 52 of the CGST Act in case of multiple electronic commerce operator in one transaction. In one transaction, multiple electronic commerce operator. Is it practically possible that there can be multiple economic commerce operator, sorry, e-commerce operator in a single transaction? Is it practically possible? As of now, it is not possible, but in future, definitely it will happen. Why it will happen? It will happen because of ONDC. Now what is ONDC? ONDC is nothing but open network for digital commerce. Open network for digital commerce. This entire circular, the department had issued this circular keeping in view the transactions which can happen through ONDC. Now what they are telling, in the current platform centric model of e-commerce, Currently, we are in the platform-centric model. Platform-centric means either we will purchase the product in Amazon, or either you will purchase the product in Flipkart, or either you will purchase the product in Azio or some other electronic commerce platform. Now, from there, we are shifting to open open network model. From platform-centric model to we are shifting to open network model through ONDC. Now, how it will happen and all we will discuss. Now, in the current platform-centric model of e-commerce, the buyer interface and seller interface are operated by the same ECO. Buyer interface and the seller interface are operated by the same ECO. This ECO collects the consideration from the buyer. This all we have discussed. Okay, I don't want to repeat it and again. So simply speaking, in platform-centric model, the buyer interface or the buyer ECO, so buyer is also having Amazon account and the seller is also registered in the Amazon account. Okay. Now, before that, ONDC. Now, ONDC is going to make a very, what to say, revolutionary changes in the electronic commerce industry. Now, what is happening was, now why ONDC? First, I have to explain you why ONDC. Now, ONDC is an non-profit entity, Section 8 company, simply speaking. So now, why ONDC? What is the need of ONDC? That it is a very long story, but that long story I will make it short. I will put some questions so that we can it can very easy for you to understand. So the questions are that, can we buy a product which is there in Azio through an Amazon? Say, let us assume I'm having an Amazon account. With that Amazon account, without installing Agio app or and without having an account in Agio, can I purchase a product from Azio with Amazon account? It is currently not possible, but in future with ONDC it is possible. And another thing, can we compare another question was, can we compare the price of a particular product? Say, let us assume I want to compare the price of a bag. I want to purchase a travel bag. Can I compare the price of a travel bag in all electronic commerce operators, in all electronic commerce platforms, along with the local traders or the local brick and mortar shops at the same time? Can I do that? Can I do it currently? No, it is not possible. So, and can I? The other question was, can the local stores and MSMEs sell these products in e-commerce platforms in competition with Amazon, Azio, and Flipkart? Are they currently doing it? No. But all of these three, currently the answer is no, but in future the answer will be yes because of ONDC. Now, coming to the first one, can you buy a product which is there in Azio with an Amazon account? The answer will be yes, because the government is making mandatory that every electronic commerce platform should have to be registered on ONDC. Everyone should have to register. This is the answer for the first one, how it is happening. And the next one was, I said that, can we compare the price of a particular product in all electronic commerce platforms along with the local stores at the same time? See, for example, you want to check a price of a mobile phone in Amazon. First you will check in Amazon, and later you will close the app and you will go to another app, and there you will check, there you will compare. All these things you will do, and you will go to the local store, you will inquire. So this all process we have to go through. But at the same time, on your screen, at the same time, whenever you search for whenever you made a search in your mobile phone that travel bag. Travel bag means all the bags, all the best deals which are available in all the electronic commerce platforms, along with the deals or along with the prices or along with the models which are available in your local stores. Local stores, can we see that currently? No, we can't see that. But it can be possible in ONDC through a concept called e-Samudai. What is this e-Samudai? E-Samudai is nothing but it is a tech startup where all the local stores, district wise, they are planning it in a district wise. From the district wise, they will go to the city wise or town wise. Okay, so what they are planning on, they are involving the this e-Samuday tech startup is registering all the small local or MSME stores in this e-Samuday, so that whenever you are searching for a product along with Amazon, along with Flipkart, along with ASIO, your local store, what is the price and what is the product and what is the features available in that product, everything you can see now through this ONDC platform. So now, I don't want to go more about ONDC. Why? Because it is a pilot project which is going on in some cities. In Bangalore, it is there, and they're planning to implement all over India. And now here comes the question that the GST department had issued a circular telling that in case of multiple e-commerce operators in one transaction. So just now I have said that with an Amazon account, I can buy a product which is there in ASIO. Okay, it means that in a single transaction, more than one electronic commerce operator, is it possible or not? Definitely it is possible from now onwards because of this ONDC. Now, if you look here, the department had issued a circular that, see, buyer side ECO, supplier side ECO, and supplier is there. Okay, say I will explain this with an example. Say let us assume you are purchasing a travel bag. That a travel bag you are having an Amazon account. You are having only Amazon account. Let us assume you are having an account with Amazon. So what you will do? Let us assume ONDC has been implemented. Now you will open ONDC. In that ONDC also you will use your Amazon account only. Okay. So no any other account. Let us assume you don't have any other account. You are having only Amazon account. Now what you will do? With that Amazon account, you can search all the products. You can search all the products which are there in the different electronic commerce platform and also the local stores. Okay, that you can choose. That you can choose which locality you want to see. Okay, and also the price range you can give. Same like what we are seeing in the current electronic commerce platforms. Now you have selected one product. That product is there in ASIO. Let us assume that product is there in ASIO. You are having an account in Amazon. Now you are a buyer. Now buyer side ECO is who? If you observe here, it is asking buyer side ECO. Buyer side ECO is Amazon, and the supplier side, that product is there in ASIO. So why that product is there in ASIO? Because the seller had registered with ASIO. Okay, so the buyer side ECO is Amazon, seller side ECO is ASIO. Both of them are put together by ONDC. Now, in a single transaction, purchasing the bag, it is only a single transaction. In this single transaction, two electronic commerce operators are involved. Yes or no? Now, see, if one electronic commerce operator is involved, that electronic commerce operator only will detect the TCS, will detect or collect the TCS. Now, two electronic commerce operators are there. Now, who should detect or collect the TCS? That's the clarification given by the GST department. Now, if you read here, example, buyer side ECO means in our case Amazon. Buyer side ECO collects payment from the buyer, deducts its fees or commission. Obviously, their fees or commission will be there, and remits the balance to the seller side ECO. Means it will go to Amazon, will collect the money from you, and it will deduct its commission, and it will send the money to ASIO, and the balance to the seller side ECO, that ASIO. Here the seller side ECO will release the payment to the supplier after deduction of his fees or commission, and therefore will also be required to collect a TCS as applicable. Now what they're telling, department is telling that whichever the ECO, no, or whatever the ECO which is passing the payment, to the supplier, means supplier side ECO, is liable to detect or collect the TCS. So in such a situation where multiple ECOs are involved in a single transaction of supply of goods or services or both through electronic commerce platform, and where the supplier side ECO himself is not the supplier of the said goods. See, supplier side ECO, himself is not the supplier. See, what does it means in some cases ECO itself will become the supplier. See, it is not talking about the case where ECO itself will be the supplier. Supplier is different and supplier side ECO is different. That case it is discussing here is not the supplier of the said goods or services. The compliances under section 52 of the CGST Act, including collection of TCS, is to be done by the supplier side ECO, who finally releases the payment to the supplier. Simply speaking, whoever will make the final payment to the supplier, that ECO should have to comply with section 52. So I repeat once again in a very brief way. So buyer is there, buyer side ECO, Amazon is there, AGO is there, seller side ECO, and seller is there. Now payment will go from buyer to Amazon. Amazon, after deducting its commission, will give the payment to AGO. AGO, after deducting, actually they have to give it to the seller. Now AGO, being the ECO, who is who is making the final payment, or who is making the payment to the seller, should have to comply with section 52. Means they have to collect the TCS. I hope it is clear. Now they have given a situation 2 also. In situation 2, what can happen? Situation 2, what they are telling about situation 2 now, if you observe here, supplier also an ECO, supplier is also an ECO. In this case they are discussing. So in such a situation, TCS is to be collected by the buyer side ECO while making payment to the supplier for the particular supply being made through it. So buyer is there, buyer side ECO is there, and supplier also an ECO. Or else supplier also an ECO. Supplier himself is an ECO. In that case, who has to collect or deduct the TCS? In that case, the buyer side ECO himself has to collect and deduct the TCS. So this is about all this circular. I hope it is clear. Okay, and this is purely an educational video. I just made an attempt to give a clarity. Okay, thank you for watching this.